Welcome back to Wook Plus on Weekend Wook, joined once again by the great Wendt. Kev, so today I thought it would be fun to talk about lot food.
One of my favorite things.
And I have a little surprise. Instead of just talking about it, I was thinking we could tier it because fuck it, right? Let's do some tiering. You ready?
I am ready.
You feeling hungry? I feel like if you do this on an empty stomach, things are going to go up a little bit higher.
Right. I love food if someone else makes it and puts it in front of me.
Yeah, it's weird because all of these things at one point or another while I'm on the lot, I've longed for. But when you're out and you're not on Shakedown or on the lot, it's kind of hard to really be like, oh, that's so good. But let's just send ourselves, put our minds on the lot. And
I think that first one I could probably do right now. I think I have all the ingredients in the house.
Yeah. Okay. So first off, we got bacon wrapped hot dogs, which I think is kind of a newer addition.
I hear it's a California thing.
I saw them out at Dick's this past year too. Yeah, I've seen them a couple places. The thing is with these, they're heavy. They're not a good pre-show food. They're good if you have someone, late night lot on Shakedown after the show, if they're selling them. I think they're good. Yeah. But where do you put that?
I'm going to go with a C. I mean, like I said, I can make that right here.
Yeah, I'll go C too.
Yeah, and hot dogs aren't good for you. I'm sorry.
Next, we have a classic, a staple of the lot scene, a burrito. And I think we're just going to include all burritos, but really it's the veggie burrito, like the traditional veggie lot burrito, which is basically beans and rice and some veggies.
A guy would have a cooler full of them, steam coming off in the September night.
Yeah, with the tin foil wrapped around it.
Loved it.
I kind of feel like just because of like the history and everything, we're up around A. I definitely want to put S tier. I don't think they're the best.
I would say A.
Yeah, low A maybe.
Yeah, low A. It's a good choice after a show. It'll fill you up. You won't have to think about eating. You can get your drink back on.
Yeah. So anyway, you guys watching, by the way, let us know in the comments where you tier each of these or which your favorite is, because we're trying to do some scientific research here, and this is the best way to do it. Okay, so next we have falafel, and we're going to say falafel and a pickle. The pickle's included in this one. Another staple, I think. I don't know if it's as much of a thing anymore.
Yeah, I can't say that I saw it even at Dick's this year. Yeah. We're using Dick's as a reference, everyone, because we were there together and it was an actual lot thing.
Right, it was the last actual lot we were on.
I would put it probably as a B. I love that
read
sauce.
My mind.
Yeah. So, well, obviously the next one has got to be an S, but
S, right? Do we even need to discuss it? Well, okay, let me ask you a question. Do you like bacon in every motherfucking bite, or do you want old school traditional?
I want garlic grilled cheese when they sprinkle that little garlic powder on top of the butter before they cut it up, cook it up.
I think that has to be the S tier version of it. I like the idea of bacon in every motherfucking bite, and I think it's great marketing and promo. But it takes away. I think it detracts from the grilled cheese. I don't need bacon in every motherfucking bite. I just like saying it.
Right. I do not need bacon in every motherfucking bite.
I think I should. Tomato. I'm gonna have to bleep those out, or else YouTube's gonna flag us.
I saw somebody selling somewhere this summer grilled cheese, and they were sticking a tomato slice in it. And I was like, I get you're trying to up the game, and I was like, but just leave it be what it is.
Yeah. All right. Well, next we got a barbecue standard, and I guess a staple on lot. I haven't really run into them that often.
Right. I used to see them all the time. You'd have the guy who worked in the city at lunch in the business district with his cart. He would show up at the Cap Center after, and you would smell the meat just cooking when you walked out. The smoke would be wafting from the lot to the exits.
Oh yeah, that's true. I guess not all lots are created equal, because I guess Philly Dead & Co last year I saw.
Philly would have it, right? Dead & Co would have it, right? Something like that, as opposed to the Man. Probably nobody's dragging their shit from
into the lawn at the Man, right? Okay, so
I'm putting it by falafel as a B.
Yeah. All right, I agree. We're right on the same page, man. This is crazy. You and I, so far, I've agreed with every single thing you've said. All right, here's an interesting one. French bread pizza. I have to tell people what they are because I don't know if the picture's that clear, but We have French bread pizza. I've heard, and I'm not quite as old as some of you heads, but I've heard the quality in the French bread pizza has gone down quite a bit. I will say though, the guy, I forget his name. He's a big dude, a lot of hair. But does the French bread pizza has hooked me up with tickets a couple of times,
Oh,
right? Because
nice.
like he has like a little side thing where like people are selling online, he'll just like grab some tickets, and if you need one, and
And
cool
now
guy.
you're telling everybody he's the guy to go to.
People are
That's
gonna be
great.
harassing him this summer. Yo,
Blew it.
Wook told me you got extra tickets. I think it's a staple though. I think again this is another one that's like a cornerstone of the
Yeah,
lot.
it is. The first time that I saw French bread pizza was 97 in Hampton. And I was talking to the guy. He worked at a pizza joint and it stole like cases of sauce and cheese and everything and just hit the road and was selling it. So I'm not sure he's the original guy, but that was my first thing. But yeah, these people with the ovens in the back, it's like the
Yeah, it's
original food
wild.
truck,
Yeah, a Wook food truck.
a what food
There's no
truck.
way that's safe, but it's or hygienic, but it's hey man, it's what we do. I think this is A up there with the burritos. I don't think it's S tier, but I think just because of how consistent it's been
The
on
legend of
lot,
it.
the legend of it, and like
Yeah,
the overall life of it.
I'll go with A with that.
All right, what were you thinking? B?
No,
Are we trying to
I
diverging a
was
little bit?
actually gonna push S because it's just drunk food afterwards. Pizza's like the one thing. Not everybody likes pizza, but most people like pizza, and it's easy. It's huge. You're like,
Well,
oh, that's so much.
when you get the trailer pizza guys, you remember them that had like the pull behind trailer and serve it? It's more like a food truck. That I think was S. Like that was a staple go to after a show, right? You grab a balloon, you grab a pizza, and like I think that is ideal. The French bread, I think, which I didn't include that. I don't know why. I just felt like French bread was more of what I think of when I think of lot food, but I don't think it's quite as go to, you know.
Exactly.
All right, let's see. What do we got here? That's a they all
Uh,
kind of look the same by the way, but that's a
that,
quesadilla.
that's a quesadilla. Quesadilla. I don't know. I'm gonna say it's a B.
Yeah, a weak B.
A weak B. Yeah.
I
I
mean, it's
don't know.
kind of like an imposter grilled cheese.
It's not the thing. If I'm walking down and I see that, I probably will walk by and just hope that there's something further down Shakedown, you know.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, because
Ugh.
like the problem too is like so with the grilled cheese, if the bread goes a little stale, but you put the garlic butter on it and you grill it, it still tastes good. Once those flour tortillas go stale and they're
They're done.
hard, it's not enjoyable. It doesn't hold up well in
No.
on the lot. Actually, I think maybe a C because I'm thinking about all the
Yeah.
stale,
Yeah,
yeah,
probably is. Overcooked chicken. That chicken
overcooked
that they cook,
chicken,
it's like wood.
undermelted cheese, and hard
Yeah.
cardboard tortillas.
Yeah. Mm.
Mm.
Eh. All right. Next we got Costco, huh? The
Bak
Costco baklava.
the baklava guy. I would have held this higher earlier in the year. What was it last year or the year before when this guy showed up?
I think it was in 21, and then I had some this summer at Merriweather, and it was actually pretty good, but it
Did
made
you
your
see the
hands
pictures
sticky.
about it?
Yeah, and it's from
Leaving
Costco,
leaving it on the lot underneath an exhaust pipe.
right?
It's like that's like an isolated thing, but I just can't get that
Right.
image out of my mind.
But it's not good lot food because your hands are sticky after eating it because it's all the honey.
Yeah.
So it's probably a D.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Because of that
Sorry.
picture in my mind. Sorry, baklava guy. He's gonna be pissed. We just lost a subscriber. He's
Hey,
like, "Fuck you
I did
guys."
try it. I did try it though, and I would
Uh,
eat it at home. I would buy that shit and eat it at home for
yeah.
dessert.
All right. So the penultimate choice here, we have tacos. Now, this is kind of a tribute to Llama. He was very adamant about tacos,
And he's a
and
big taco guy.
he is. And all right, so this is a little backstory just to show how dumb I am. I was like, I cannot for the life of me remember getting tacos on lot. Like, I'm sure they've been there, but I couldn't remember it. And then I was like, the last like 2 nights at Dick's, we
They
all
were
got
next to
tacos.
us.
We were set up next to the taco guys, and we all ate tacos together. And it was like a big part of our night. I was like, why can't I remember eating tacos? Those were good. They had the corn tortillas, which
Yeah.
is an acquired taste, I think. I'm more of a flour
Those
tortilla guy.
guys, the tacos were 2 for $5 before the show. After the show, they were $4 a piece.
Yeah.
So like they realized during the show that they could make a lot more money than they were.
Right. And then the cops started coming through trying to clear a lot. And then it was just handing them out because they had a shit ton of
Right, you had to
leftover
get
tacos.
rid of them.
Late night on lot.
I'm
all
gonna
right.
I'm gonna go with a B, not the slight llama, but
Yeah, I think B's fair. It suffers from the same issues as the quesadilla, but you can have a little more freshness in it and a little more variety.
and it's the people who were doing it. I mean, these guys had a food truck. I think this was their livelihood, was making tacos. So you knew that
one
shit
of
was
those
on point.
pork spinner things where you can like shave it,
Right,
not just like boiled chicken that like dried up.
right.
This is very affected by our personal experiences, but
I
you know
think
what?
it
That's
is.
why we're here. And last but not least, we have the infamous or the famous Jerry rolls, which I guess used to be called fatty egg rolls. I didn't realize that.
That's what we called them back in the olden times.
And a lot of people swear by these. I'm not a huge Jerry roll guy, but when we were kind of doing a little preliminary surveying to get an idea of what people liked, a lot of people were standing hard for Jerry rolls.
It'll make you regular.
That's something.
I would put it as an A. I love them.
Yeah.
I think that they're great, and it's again, it's good lot food because it's contained. It isn't like sticking in your hand. It doesn't have edges with shit falling out. It's
very well contained with the
No.
tin foil, kind of like the burrito, but a little bit more flavorful, I think.
and it's deep fried. So
Yeah. Well,
how
there
can
you
you
have
go wrong
it.
with that? There it is.
So let us know in the comments what you think, and if we missed any staple foods, maybe we'll do this again next year. And
We could have put
do
goo
it.
balls in there.
Right, goo balls, balloons.
Well, goo balls are at least food.
Yeah, kind of.